What's going on, guys? It's about Maximum RPM coming at you with another video today, and in this video, I'm going to be showing off my Beyblade collection. I just got done doing some spring cleaning today, so if I'm clearing my throat a lot, I do apologize. Let's start off with the launchers. So here are my Bay Wheel launchers. There's a Facebook notification. So we have like Bay Wheel launchers, Plastic Gen, Metal Fight, Burst. I've got it all in there. So here's the launcher that I typically use. Here's my launcher for uppercut, my long winder, which I don't use very often, my Super Hyperion launcher. This is my other launcher that I use in my videos. I typically use two, and my two left spins. Now that we're done with the launchers, let's get into the stadiums. We have my homemade stadium, which I made in my shop class at school. It is made from pine with a polyurethane finish. It is beveled. I've got the Chaos Core, one of my favorites, super fun. My Drasil Fortress Stadium. I really like this. It's old. This thing's probably older than I am. But yeah, I really like this stadium. My Starstorm, the best stadium, in my opinion. But a lot of people don't like this because of the tornado ridges. I like it. I mean, you can say what you want about it. It's my favorite stadium. Plus, it's my logo. This is where it all started for me, guys. My clapped out BB-10. It's got a hole in the middle and tape around it to support it. This is how I made my ice stadium. I just jacked it full of cardboard and tape. Barely worked, but I love it. My Super Stadium, which is in my closet. This little cup, which has a Metal Fusion ring, two wheels for Gunlock Wolg, Luinor, Minoboros. My old school plastic gens. Upper Dragoon, Bump King, Dragoon S, Cyber Dragoon, Wolborg, I don't remember if it said this, Bump King, Grifolion, Gelsley, Dronzer S, Green Trigger with Frogger base, Seaborg, Salamulion, or that's just Salamander, Big Red, you guys know that, my Dronzer Volcano with the free spinning Wolborg ring, Dragoon G, Metal Trigger, my Gelsley, and then Rock Bison. The Metal Fight stuff. So let's start off with this. This is one of the main characters in the skits that you're actually not going to see a whole lot. Earth Orso, Spin Track from Rock Zarafa, Twin B, Twin Ball, I mean. Orso was actually my first, Beyblade. More Facebook notifications. Burn Phoenix, Luinor, Big Bang Herculeo, Ray Fox, Storm Herculeo, Thief, I'm drawing a blank on his name at the moment. Gyarados, Berserker Leviathan, Meteor, Libra, Dark Striker. All my XTS bays, this one and this one are modified. All my bay wheels, I have 4 of them. The only one that's actually whole is Samurai Ifrit. This one was my favorite. The Electric Eldrago, all 4 of my bay wheels. Grand Capricorn, Thermal Scorpio, Cyclone Leon, Hades Destroyer, Ray Eagle, Midnight Bull, Spiral Pegasus, Storm Bull, Earth Wolf, Spiral Pegasus, Ray Aquario, Flame Cetus. Number 4, these are the top 4. We have Earth Bixus with the base from Rock Orso. Number 3, Flash Wolf with the spin track from Poison Serpent. And this is supposed to be a WD, but it's more like a WF. Super fast. Number 2, Fusion Virgo, or Fusion Aries. Drawing a blank on the name of that spin track, and then WD. And number 1 is my Earth Virgo with the spin track from Dark Wolf and the performance tip from Dark Gasher. And finally, on to the biggest part of my collection. So originally, my metal fight used to be about the size of every Beyblade that I have shown you, in just metal fight. But over the years, they have kind of thinned out. But now here's my burst collection. For some odd reason, my camera's out of focus and I can't get it to focus. So, Odax, Evipro, Unicrest, Dusk Belkesh, Takaratomi Z Achilles, also known as Demon Achilles on my channel, Surgic Scalius, Connexatum, Mad Minoboros, Victory Valtryek, which was in my very first video, Vice Leopard, Genesis Valtryek, Geist Fafnir with a custom 3D printed frame, Rooter, Turbo Achilles, Shadow Warrior Alchem, Treptune, the runner-up, known as, it's Anubion, also known as the runner-up, Jelly Jormungand, Garuda, Zone Luminor, Dronzer, Anubion, the Burst King, Quilquensico, Asteroid Zutron, Emperor Fornius, the Guard Dog, Kerbeus, Alter Kronos. This will always hold a special place in my heart because it was in my very first video. I just realized my foot is on camera. Kerbeus, Balar, Surtur, Minoboros. I love Minoboros, for reasons you guys cannot understand. I bought it on accident, and I turned out loving it. Archer Hercules, Air Knight, Hasbro Z Achilles. This is really bad. Hasbro, Shape Up. You could have made this so good. It looks amazing. Wild Wyvron. Mine's actually broken, but it made it stronger. Calzar. Odax with a custom driver. Super Hyperion. Diomedes. Dragoon, not the original combo. Betramoth, this is on Downliner. Revive Phoenix. Istros. Wonder Valtryek, not stock combo. J2. Orpheus. One of my all-time favorites. Drasil, my modified Genesis Valtryek. Chaos. Blast Genius. Frelfengriff. Arc Belkesh. Gigagainon. Typhoon. Betramoth. Dragoon. Spryzen Requiem. Shelter Regulus. Dronzer F. Gargoyle. Right Artemis. Drigger. Wonder Valtryek. Rocktavor. Crash Rocktavor. Marigna. The original King, Doomsizer, my first Burst Beyblade. Rooter, Cyclops, G2, Salamander, and S2. Now we're going to go on to some of the Beyblades with the most meaning to me. By the way, here's Wild Wyvron. Let's go over some of the Beyblades that mean the most to me for various different reasons. Up first, this Beyblade brought me into the world of 3D printing. This Beyblade has created not just one, but 2 amazing friendships, and I cannot thank this Beyblade or its creator enough. This is Final Uppercut. Mine sadly broke. It actually broke twice. It broke the day I brought it home. It actually broke before then because I had one that I had printed and it broke before I even got it home. I tried to fix it and I still made a video with it. And then it broke. Then I printed this one and it turned out perfect. But it broke later on, but I fixed it. And it lasted for close to a year. And we'll get on to the rest of the story in a little bit. But this Beyblade was made by the amazing Quaken Bacon. And I cannot thank this man enough for everything that he has done for me. He has made one of my dreams come true. And I can never say thank you enough to Quake. He is such a good guy. He's made me an incredibly happy person. He's made my dream come true and even beyond. Next up is the Beyblade that I designed first. My first ever Beyblade that I came up with back in the days of Metal Fight. And growing up watching the show as a kid, I wanted a Beyblade to call my own. That there was no one else that would have. There was only one. And I got that. Technically, there's two. But this, I came up with the idea of my own Beyblade back in the days of Metal Fight, and I had always wondered what I could make it. And something always was pulling me towards a car. So then I came up with a very special Beyblade that a lot of you know, and I hope a lot of you love. V8. I gave this the name Prototype V8. And it's been that for the longest time. That name is not good enough. This is not a prototype. This is perfection as it is. It is perfectly imperfect. Its name, Big Block V8. The original combo was 8 dash. Shift, which was a 3D printed frame given to me by Quake and Bacon. And the driver was a fake one, which I no longer own. Fakes are dangerous. They contain lead and are dangerous to your health. Don't buy them. In fact, I deleted some videos that had fakes in them, even with my 3D printed bays. But V8, 8 dash, shift, weight, and soon after that it turned into weight dash. V8 has a hidden gimmick that nobody can see from the surface. It is called Octalock, and that is where the disc is in contact with this part, and it makes it harder to burst. This one is on a Hasbro driver at the moment. This is not its actual combo. This is supercharged combo, but I'll get into that in a minute. This combo was not meant for it, but this one's so worn out because V8 takes a lot of damage. This one broke, but I fixed it. This is the very first V8. Like, this is the first one that I printed. And I love it, and it will always have a place in my heart, and it will always be near my heart because I have turned it into a necklace. V8 is the greatest defense type in the world. Surely because of how much it means to me, but also in its performance. I see one defense type that could hold its ground against V8, and that is Jinx Ouroboros. Now, I'm not saying that other I'm not throwing anything at anyone. I would love to battle everyone with V8, believe me. V8 is the best defense type for me. And I will be taking call-outs one day. I have a couple sitting on the back burner right now just because of everything that's going on. But V8 is very special. And I'm going to have to make a part 2. I'm sorry, guys, but stay tuned for part 2.